When you hear the word binge drinking, you may think of a college party goer or the younger crowds tailgating at sporting events. But new research shows that it is becoming more common for those closer to 40 to binge drink. I spoke with Gateway Foundation's Senior Vice President, Dr. Teresa Garate, to find out how this can affect people down the line.
Recent research is showing that actually it's much more common among people who are over 30 to 39, and that number is increasing.
And that is disturbing. Any idea why?
I think obviously, people every once in a while will binge drink, a social gathering, a wedding, a football game, but when it becomes more and more frequent, so that when you're doing it at home or alone, that's when I think there's a lot of risk from it to becoming problem drinking to an actual alcohol use disorder.
Okay, so people understand what is binge drinking. Kind of define binge drinking for us.
Yeah, I think people are surprised to hear that 5 drinks in one occasion is considered binge drinking. Obviously, height, gender, weight has a little bit to do with that, but 5 is what is defined as binge drinking.
Okay. So someone may say, oh, because I tie one on every once in a while or a couple times a week, what's the big deal? There is a health risk there.
Absolutely. Obviously co-occurring mental health issues, depression, anxiety, as well as just your physical reaction to alcohol. If your body starts to become dependent on it, then it will become an alcohol use disorder, as we've talked about many times in the past, where it's actually a disease of the brain. So there is danger in that.
Okay, but are there any other health issues or other issues that we should be concerned about with someone who's binge drinking?
Sure. I mean, obviously, like I said, co-occurring mental health issues, but your body, your weight, your blood pressure, diabetes. There's a lot of heart disease that also come with alcohol use disorders. And then, of course, if people are driving or in the community, there's increased risk of injury.
Yeah.
And I think, again, it happens. You go somewhere to a wedding, like I said, or an event, but when you start reducing the days in between those binge drinking events, that's where I think people should stop, reflect, kind of think about, what does that really mean? Yeah,
it becomes a quality of life issue, and I can imagine it probably hurts your relationships within your family and your circle of friends as well.
Absolutely. Work, school.
Yeah, there's very much a domino effect. So what can someone do if they have a concern or an issue?
Yeah, and I think if you're thinking, do I have a problem, then usually it's good to do a self-assessment.
Sure.
Go on our website at www.gatewayfoundation.org. We have lots of resources there. Call our hotline at 855-925-GATE. Even if it's just to do a screening on the phone, which we can do, and just to help the person answer some questions that will then say, okay, maybe I do need to do a full intake, and treatment is out there. We have treatment through us and other providers in the community.
And it's important to note that there's no shame in seeking help.
Absolutely, absolutely. It is a disease of the brain, and the more that you engage in it, the more your brain starts to respond. So, if you're thinking, well, I'm going to drink to forget about it, then that's also a problem. So it's better to recognize it and be very self-aware and get the help that you need as soon as possible.
If you or someone you know is struggling with addiction, you can reach out to Gateway Foundation. Their information is right there on your screen. Their telephone number is a 24-hour hotline, as well as the website gatewayfoundation.org.